For a long time, Africa has remained an enigma for many, with some perceiving the continent as a war-ravaged, impoverished, and underdeveloped region. However, these misunderstandings are gradually dissipating as a growing number of individuals are gaining an authentic understanding of Africa. The true essence of Africa has captivated numerous visitors to the continent, and among those who are particularly astounded are African Americans. African Americans possess a unique bond with Africa that distinguishes them from other racial groups. For numerous African Americans, Africa symbolizes their ancestral birthplace and a vital link to their heritage. The transatlantic slave trade tragically tore apart millions of Africans from their loved ones, cultures, and customs, forcibly relocating them to America where they endured centuries of enslavement and prejudice. Hence, it comes as no surprise that when many African Americans set foot on African soil, they experience a profound sense of belonging. Many have openly shared the overwhelming sensation of being at home upon their arrival in Africa. In recent times, there has been a noticeable increase in the number of African Americans endeavoring to establish connections with their ancestral heritage by acquiring citizenship in African nations. This surge in interest can be attributed to several factors, such as a mounting disillusionment with life abroad, a longing to immerse themselves in African culture and customs, and recognition of the economic and political opportunities that the African continent presents. Thankfully, several African countries have acknowledged this interest and have implemented measures to facilitate the process of obtaining citizenship for African Americans. Our video today will look at some African countries which grant African Americans and those living in the diaspora citizenship. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the New Africa channel for more informative videos. Before we go any further with our video, make sure to check out the products of Mzizi International, who are the official sponsor of our video today. Meaning roots in Swahili, Mzizi is the streetwear brand uniting the African diaspora through its sportswear-inspired looks in celebration of culture and heritage. From collaborating with Marvel on a Black Panther jersey to being profiled by the likes of Hypebeast and Vogue, Mzizi has exciting and high-quality products to choose from. Visit Mzizi.com for more information. Buy African, wear African, and stay rooted with Mzizi streetwear. The topic of dual nationality has been a matter of discussion in Nigeria for many years. Presently, Nigeria permits most individuals to possess dual nationality, enabling them to hold citizenship of both Nigeria and another country simultaneously. Nonetheless, there are some limitations on who can obtain Nigerian citizenship via naturalization. Under Nigerian nationality law, individuals who have been naturalized in another country are ineligible to naturalize as Nigerian citizens. This implies that if someone has acquired citizenship of another country through naturalization, they cannot subsequently become a citizen of Nigeria through naturalization. However, Nigerian nationals of origin, who are citizens by birth or descent, are allowed to naturalize as Nigerian citizens without renouncing their other nationality. That is, if someone was born in Nigeria or is of Nigerian descent, they can acquire Nigerian citizenship through naturalization without giving up their other citizenship. Nigeria most recently awarded citizenship to 286 Americans, Europeans, and others in September 2022, urging them to be good citizens of the country to enjoy all the rights and privileges bestowed on them. You have pledged your allegiance to Nigeria. When you give your love and loyalty to Nigeria, she returns her love and loyalty to you, the former president told the awardees during an event at the State House. He explained that out of the 286 foreign nationals presented with certificates of Nigerian citizenship, 208 received certificates for naturalization, while 78 got certificates by registration. Liberia, a West African nation established by emancipated African American slaves in the 19th century, has maintained a complex relationship with citizenship and nationality. Over the years, the country enforced a ban on dual citizenship, prohibiting Liberians who held citizenship in another country from possessing both Liberian and foreign passports. This policy was regarded by some as contradictory, as it was believed that numerous members of the country's political and economic elite secretly held foreign citizenship. In July 2022, President Weah enacted an amendment to the Alien and Nationality Law, introducing the option of dual citizenship for Liberians of Negro descent. The new legislation enables individuals of African descent to acquire Liberian citizenship through various means, such as marriage, adoption, being born in the country, or having Liberian parents. This represents a significant departure from Liberia's previous naturalization laws, which exclusively granted citizenship to people of African descent. However, dual citizens are ineligible to hold the positions of Liberian president, finance minister, central bank governor, or occupy high-level positions in national security or law enforcement. The modifications made to the 1973 Citizenship Act were aimed at creating a more inclusive citizenship regime in Sierra Leone. The changes made in 2006 and 2017 were significant, as they allowed individuals who had acquired citizenship elsewhere to maintain their Sierra Leonean citizenship, and also extended equal rights to citizenship to children born outside of the country. These changes were a reflection of the government's commitment to creating a sense of national identity and belonging among Sierra Leoneans, regardless of where they were born or where they resided. However, there is still a provision in the Act that since 1962, citizenship by birth is limited to those of the parent of Negro African descent. This provision has been criticized for perpetuating discrimination and inequality, as it excludes those who may have been born in Sierra Leone but do not meet the racial criteria for citizenship. However, in 2021, Sierra Leone announced it is offering those from the African diaspora a path to citizenship if they can prove that they are of African descent. The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and its facilitating agency, the Monuments and Relics Commission, announced an unprecedented partnership with AfricanAncestry.com, the Black-owned genetic ancestry tracing company, which would allow people to formally obtain citizenship of one of Africa's most peaceful countries. Acquiring Gabonese citizenship is governed by several legal frameworks, including the Constitution of Gabon, the Gabonese Nationality Code, and various international agreements to which Gabon is a signatory. The legal requirements and conditions for obtaining Gabonese citizenship are determined by these laws. Gabonese citizenship may be obtained through several means, such as the principle of jus soli, which grants citizenship to individuals born in Gabon, or the principle of jus sanguinis, which grants citizenship to individuals born to parents who are Gabonese citizens. Individuals who have an affiliation with Gabon, such as those who have married a Gabonese citizen or have other family ties to Gabon, may also be eligible to obtain Gabonese citizenship. In recent history, notable personalities like Samuel L. Jackson obtained his Gabonese citizenship after undergoing a DNA test as part of the U.S. documentary series Finding Your Roots, which delves into the family histories of notable individuals. The DNA test proved he was the descendant of the Benga people in Gabon. Another worthy mention is American rapper Ludacris, who also received his Gabonese citizenship. His wife Eudoxie Mbalking is Gabonese. In an Instagram video of the moment he acquired citizenship, posted to social media, he said, "I just became an official citizen of Gabon of Africa."
An official citizen of Gabon, of Africa.
Eritrean nationality is primarily based on descent, meaning that individuals with at least one parent of Eritrean descent are generally eligible for Eritrean citizenship. This applies to individuals of Eritrean descent regardless of where they were born or currently reside. In some cases, individuals who can demonstrate their Eritrean ancestry may be able to apply for Eritrean citizenship through the Eritrean embassy or consulate in their country of residence. The nation has also broadened its citizenship criteria to include non-Eritrean descendants who have entered and lived in Eritrea. Recently, Eritrea attracted attention by granting citizenship to Tiffany Haddish, an American actress and comedian with Eritrean roots. Ghana made headlines in 2019 when it unveiled its intention to extend citizenship to individuals of African descent residing in the diaspora, with a particular focus on African Americans. This announcement formed part of Ghana's Year of Return campaign, initiated to commemorate the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the first enslaved Africans in North America. The campaign sought to beckon people of African descent to revisit their origins and forge connections with the African continent. As part of the initiative, African Americans and members of the African Diaspora were encouraged to visit Ghana and delve into their ancestral heritage. Notably, the program also included provisions enabling eligible participants to pursue Ghanaian citizenship should they wish to do so. According to the Ghanaian government, the citizenship application process is open to any person of African descent who can satisfy the requirements of Ghana's immigration laws, including residency and knowledge of the country's culture and customs. Ghana is also the only country to provide people of African ancestry the legal right to stay in the country indefinitely through its right to abode law. However, it is important to note that the decision to grant citizenship is at the discretion of the Ghanaian authorities and is not guaranteed. African Americans often find themselves feeling like outsiders, burdened by the weight of racism and the perpetual experience of being a minority. However, when they venture to African countries, they discover a haven where the colors of their existence seamlessly blend into the vibrant mosaic of equality, acceptance, and shared heritage. In those lands, African Americans are no longer the other, but are embraced as cherished equals. A warm embrace awaits African Americans as they consider their journey to Africa, with numerous African nations eagerly opening their borders. The question is no longer whether they should come to Africa, but rather, which country within this captivating continent should they choose as their destination? Do you think more African countries should grant citizenship status to African Americans? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like the video, comment, share, and subscribe to the New Africa channel for more exciting future videos.